Have a nice day, everyone. So, this time I would like to share with you our group report entitled Practice Positive Impact on School Culture as a Teacher Professional. What is school culture and how does it impact on learning? A school that is able to develop and maintain a positive shared culture knows what aspects of the culture are important in developing an effective learning environment. It consciously transmits these values of its students through collective awareness and action. Culture can be used positively in order to enhance student learning and achievement, whether through small actions such as celebrating achievements in public events or to our more large-scale projects such as developing democratic processes for teachers, students, and other stakeholders to contribute to curriculum reform. So culture, we can use the culture in a positive way in order to help our students to enhance their learnings and achievements. How school leaders are involved? What is your role in creating positive school culture? We have three basic steps. Read the culture of your school. Analyze and understand the current culture of your school. This means observing the attitudes of your teachers in the classroom and in staff meetings and understanding the general feeling of students toward the school and the staff. So we should read our culture in schools for observing the attitudes for the teachers, observing the attitudes of teachers in the classroom and for the staff meetings, and understanding also the general feeling of students toward the school. Next, identify which aspects are toxic and which are positive. So we should write down the aspects of your school that improve the atmosphere and those which cause negative feelings in teachers and students. So we should identify which aspects are toxic and which are positive. So we should write down the aspects of our school that can improve the atmosphere and those which cause negative feelings in teachers and students. So we should identify both positive and negative that is toxic for our school atmosphere. And the third one, reinforce positive elements from the list. Pull out the positive aspects of your school culture and include other values, attitudes, or qualities that you would like to see in your school. Then, take action to reinforce those positive qualities and create a positive school culture. So, we should reinforce the positive elements from the list, and for the second rule, as a school leader, we write down the toxic and positive aspect. So in number 3, from the list, we should pull out the positive aspects of our school culture, included the values, attitudes, and qualities that we would like to see in our school. Then we should have an action to reinforce those positive qualities and create a positive school culture that we pull out from the list. Then, positive school culture. Create meaningful parent involvement. Generating clear, open communication with the parents of your students can help you avoid misunderstanding and remove feelings of mistrust, or hostility. To involve parents in your school culture, give them the platform for feedback on classroom activities or school programs. Then, ask them about their hopes or concerns regarding their children's education. So, we should involve the parents of our students for positive school culture so that we can help our students to avoid misunderstanding and feelings of mistrust or hostility. So, give to the parents the platform so that they can be able to give their hopes and concern regarding their students or children's education. Then, celebrate personal achievement and good behavior. This means more than the occasional good job. Complimenting kids helps them to feel that they are cared for individually. Both you and your staff play a huge part in this aspect of your school culture. So we should compliment the kids that we can help them to feel that they are cared for individually. So both teachers and staff, we should play a huge part for the aspect of our school culture.
Establish school norms that build values. Your school and classroom goals should be clear to all students and should be well regulated. However, this doesn't mean that you need to establish rules for every possible situation. Instead, create school norms that focus on building positive values in your class. This helps kids to learn not just what they should and shouldn't do, but why they should or shouldn't do it. Set consistent discipline. When rules are not followed, discipline must be administered. However, broadening the range of discipline methods can help encourage a positive school culture. Instead of constantly putting out fires, trying a more proactive approach to discipline. Giving a student detention after bad behavior teaches him that he did something wrong, but giving him a task that helps correct the wrong teaches him what he should done instead. Model the behaviors you want to see in your school. You have a list of qualities and values that you want to see in your teachers and students. But how well do you present those same aspect of your school? All changes have to start from the top. That means when you interact with teachers and students, you need to be an example of the behavior that you want to see in your school. Engage students in a way that benefit them. In a school, your students are learning more than just secular instruction. They also developing their social skills and learning how to become successful adults. School that help students develop essential social skills are preparing them on an even deeper level for their culture after graduation. One way to engage students and develop these types of skills is through social emotion learning. Throughout the day, encourage teachers to include activities that help students develop qualities such as empathy, rela- reliability, respect, concern, and a sense of humor. Create rituals and traditions that are fun for students and teachers. The school year should be punctuated with time for fun. This helps students engage with each other in positive events and builds morale in school. For example, one school created a weekly event called Fabulous Friday, which opens students up to a variety of fun activities. Why not create your own version of Fabulous Friday? Encourage innovation in the classroom. In the classroom. Innovation in the classroom starts with you, the school leader. When talking with teachers, encourage them to try new methods of teaching. You can even set up regular meetings to discuss new research on teaching methods. or new teaching tech and how this can be implemented in your school. These meetings will help the whole teaching staff to brainstorm and implement new ideas, bringing teachers into the process of building your school culture. Professional development for teachers. Students are not the only people in your school who should be learning. Helping your teachers to develop their skills will encourage a positive school teacher by giving them the ability to improve their craft. For example, the Mooresville Intermediate School in the Carolina pairs each new teacher with a that mentor at the beginning of their career at the school. This helps teachers be fully aware of school policies and rules and gives them specific instruction in how the school uses tech in the classroom. Maintain the physical environment of your school. Surprisingly enough, the physical surroundings of students and teachers has a huge impact on the culture of your school. The head project, Holistic Evidence and Design, took evidence from over 3,700 students in 27 diverse schools. They found that the physical space where students are learning can account for a 16% variation in the learning process over a school year.